In this playlist of orthopedic rehabilitation protocol, we have last lecture of the upper limb, that is D. Corvin tenosynovitis. In the first lecture, we will go for shoulder joint, then elbow joint, and then we have wrist joint. Carpal tunnel syndrome and cubital tunnel syndrome is done, totally done, and this is the third pathology, that is De Quervain syndrome. Painful inflammation of extensor pollicis brevis and abductor pollicis longus. Extensor, it do extension, pollicis means thumb and brevis means short. This is the short muscle of the thumb that do extension, and the abductor pollicis longus. Abductor, it do abduction, pollicis means thumb and longus means long. Symptoms include pain near the thumb base. Patient feel pain near the thumb, swelling and difficulty in movement of the thumb and the wrist. Pain, swelling and difficulty in movement. What are the patient examination? Patient present with radial sided wrist pain, which is typically worse by movement. Pain or difficulty with the task such as opening a jar. Tenderness overlaying the radial styloid process is usually present, and the swelling is also seen. Tenderness over the base of the thumb and the first dorsal compartment. Extensor tendon on the thumb side of the wrist. This is very important to remember. Extensor pollicis brevis and abductor pollicis longus, these are the tendons that become painful and inflamed, and patient feels swelling, pain and difficulty in the movement. The most important test, the only one test that we do it for the Finkelstein test. Forearm rested in the neutral ulnar side on the table and off the edge. Thumb is flexed and held inside a fist that you see in this picture. Ask the patient to deviate the wrist to the ulnar side. Then if the patient have De Quervain tenosynovitis, patient feels sharp pain along the radial wrist at the first dorsal compartment. Patient feel pain in this region. And this is the positive sign of De Quervain tenosynovitis. Tenosynovitis means the tendons are covered by the synovial sheath and there is inflammation in this region. So this is we call this De Quervain tenosynovitis. This is very common condition. De Quervain rehabilitation. First we have immobilization, as we read in previous lectures also. Splint are braced to help to rest the tendon. Duration is supervised by the physiotherapist, removed gradually according to the patient condition. Intervention we do is avoiding repetitive movement of the thumb. We also go for ice or heat pad. If the condition is acute, we do icing. Heat can help relax and loose the tight muscles, and ice is used to relieve inflammation. Massage, deep tissue massage at the thenar eminence can help to relax the tight muscles. Icing, heating and massage. Then we go for stretching. Stretching the thenar eminence muscles into thumb extension and the abduction, because these two muscles become tight, so we stretch those tendons. Then we go for mobilization. This is the technique you can see in the picture. Then we go for mobilization. Provide a manual radial glide of the proximal row of carpals. Then ask the patient to move the thumb into radial abduction and adduction. 3 sets of 10 repetition and followed by eccentric. Eccentric means when the muscle is in full lengthen. Hammer curl exercises with the TheraBand also. Mobilization and stretching. Next, at the last, we have strengthening exercises, resisted finger and thumb extension, finger spring ball squeeze, grip or pinch exercises. These are the demonstration 3 times a day, 10 to 15 repetition each. These exercises is for the strengthening of the hand muscles. We read in this lecture De Quervain syndrome. First we go for definition. This is very important. Extensor pollicis brevis and abductor pollicis longus, these two tendons involve and inflamed. In this condition, patient feel difficulty in the movement. The only test we do it for is Finkelstein test, and we have rehabilitation for this. First we go for icing and heating, massage therapy, stretching, mobilization, and last we go for strengthening. This is the last, always the last goal. And this is the very easy question. Test to diagnose the de Quervain syndrome. Type the answer in the comment. Thank you.